The opinions expressed in this video are solely those of BoatTest.com and its Chief Operating Officer.
Hi, Christopher Hughes for BoatTest.com. Now, when it comes to entry-level watercraft, there's several that are priced to get you on the water quite easily. We've been asked to look at two of them. So today we're going to take a look at the Yamaha VX Sport and also the Sea-Doo Spark. Let's see what they both bring to the table. The Sea-Doo Spark is powered by a Rotax 3-cylinder, 4-stroke, 899cc engine. Now, access to the engine isn't under the seat. It's through a panel over here on the side, so we'll take a closer look at that.
Although access is limited, you can get to the battery, which is positioned just inside and below. Aft on starboard side, daily oil checks are a snap by removing this cap and then pulling out the oil dipstick located inside.
The Rotax engine has closed-circuit cooling. Now, the VX Sport engine.
The Yamaha is powered by a 1052cc 4-cylinder 4-stroke marine engine designed specifically for use in watercraft. Inside the engine compartment is access all around the engine. At the aft end of the engine and on top is access to the engine oil fill cap, which is also an integrated dipstick. On port side is access to the oil filter, and access to change spark plugs is right on top of the engine. Forward is access to the air filter, and behind the aft bulkhead is access to the battery. In the aft compartment into port is a fresh water connection to flush out the engine for all of our saltwater riders.
Let's turn our attention to storage. This is the 3-up version, so here is the optional forward storage bucket. Now, there is a tow point, so obviously we want to bring some tow line, get a towel in there, get a PFD. That's our forward storage.
Because of the gap at the top of the compartment, it's not waterproof.
There is storage for the driver just aft of the handlebar, which can hold a pair of goggles or gloves or a small marine radio.
The storage on the Yamaha is actually standard. This forward compartment, we'll put the same items in there. Towel. Probably go ahead and put another PFD in there.
This compartment is waterproof.
Forward storage here, actually quite substantial. Put some water bottles in there for scale. Could probably actually get a towel in there, plus some more gear and a marine radio. And it comes out.
The VX Sport is made from a fiberglass reinforced sheet molded compound that has been tested for durability and strength. The color isn't gel coat, it's premium automotive paint.
Looking at the materials on the Spark, the color is actually not gel coat or paint, it's inside the material that they're calling Polytec. This is a polypropylene plastic, and they use that for the upper and also for the hull. It's a recyclable material as well. You can take this entire deck off, and that's how you get the full access to the engine, but you have to take all of these bolts, and then what you're doing is breaking the seal between the deck and the hull itself.
Over on the Yamaha VX, the deck is joined to the hull through a chemical bond as well as mechanical fasteners, creating a permanent seal.
When you're new to the water, you always have to look at safety. Capacity is one of those. Here, for the Spark, our weight capacity is 452 pounds. Over on the Yamaha, our weight capacity is 530 pounds. When it comes to fuel capacity on the Spark, we have 7.9 gallons, and on the VX, we have 18.5 gallons. Now let's take a detailed look at the hulls. 2 full-length lifting strakes either side, a 6-inch inlet leading to our jet pump unit. As we work our way forward, you can see the keel ridge. We have 2 deflector sections and a rounded entry point. Looking at the Spark, this starts as a 2-person machine, and what they did to make it a 3-person was bolt this section on. So we have the back deck there. That's why you see these 2 pods that extend the surface. Then we have these aluminum stripes. What those are is actually the engine mounts. Because you can't mount the engine directly to the plastic hull, they put these metal mount sections. Now our intake is about 5.5 inches. Then our sponson up here, this one right now is set at roughly 1 inch, but it is adjustable, so you can bring it down about another 1/4 inch. We have a lifting strake right here. Notice a flat section here at the bottom, coming up to a forward deflection center or a step, and then all the way forward.
The Sea-Doo Spark measures in with a length overall of 120 inches, a width of 46 inches, and a dry weight of only 421 pounds. The VX Sport measures in with a length overall of 128.6 inches, a width of 46.1 inches, and a dry weight of 763 pounds. In a whole shot, the VX Sport reached 30 miles per hour in an average of 2.6 seconds, while the Sea-Doo Spark reached 30 miles per hour in an average of 3.1 seconds. With one rider at speed, the Spark had a slight tendency to porpoise and the turns tended to be more of a slide. With two riders, the porpoising was a little bit more pronounced. With one rider, the VX Sport was solid at speed and extremely sharp in the turns. With two riders, it was just as stable at speed and exceptionally stable when maneuvering.
I think the Sea-Doo Spark has a cool look overall. It has closed-loop engine cooling, and the model in this video costs $1,500 less than the VX Sport. It also weighs 342 pounds less, and for that reason, I would tell people that it is best and most stable as a single-rider machine. Its lack of engine access speaks for itself. The Yamaha VX Sport offers something essential to everyone new to watercraft, and that is stability and comfort, especially with passengers on board. The VX also offers more horsepower, twice the fuel capacity, more storage, greater length, and easy maintenance. I hope you found this look at entry-level watercraft helpful. For BoatTest.com, I'm Christopher Hughes.